Hello Commonwealthers, and thank you guys for stopping in to take a look at one of my favorite mods for Fallout 4, and that's Sim Settlements 2 by King Gath. I've been a huge fan of this mod since the very first one released, Sim Settlements. It allowed us to take the settlement building that Bethesda put in. It was kind of a side thing that you wanted to work on if you wanted to, but it really gave it a whole new format and made it a game within itself. And it wasn't until the final expansion that came out, Conqueror, where you could take on the role of a raider, that they focused on making it quest driven. And then Sim Settlements 2 released and is now a fully fledged quest mod. In fact, the mod actually unlocks through quest progression. I didn't have any footage of the very beginning, so I went ahead and got Raider Girl out so we can go ahead and show you how to start this. It's easy enough. You just head down to Sanctuary, run over to the workbench, and sitting there you're going to find the Robotics Weekly, which is everything you need to get this quest up and started. It's going to give you most of the items you need. If for some reason it says that you don't have the items needed, just go ahead and scrap something and it should pop up. And what you need to do then is build the recruitment radio beacon, and you're going to need to also build a generator so you can get it a little bit of power. And then wire it up. As long as the green light is on, you are good to go, and then just sit back and wait. It shouldn't take long at all for the stranger to arrive. He's right there. He is walking around the corner.
Hello there. If I'm not mistaken, you're the gal I've been looking for.
If you introduce yourself to a stranger, they're not a stranger anymore.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Do I know you?
I heard your radio broadcast.
And always remember that.
Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
That's right.
Well, in that case, I've got something you might be interested in. Here, catch.
Oh. And these are the ASAMs. This is what the whole mod revolves around.
It's called an ASAM sensor.
And the quests.
If you're going to be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
I think a demonstration is in order. Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
And once you get the idea of it, it's pretty easy. It has a full MCM menu where you can set things pretty much, do them any way you want. Taxes, whether or not people will build on their own. You can set it so that they'll automatically build once you put a sensor down. Someone will go over and build it, and then RNG will pick what form of plot that it's going to be.
Nicely done. Don't mind the ASAM. It's just scanning the area for materials.
And the amount of work that they put into this is fantastic.
Now for this next part, I'm gonna pretend to be a settler who's come to work for me. So just play along, all right? Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes available. And I don't know how to build one myself. I guess I'll just have to rely on whoever runs this place to build a home for me.
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right. If only I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself. But wait, what is this? Why, it's an ASAM! Just the thing I need!
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you. Once you've placed down a sensor, your role in the construction is pretty much done. The directions that the ASAM provides are so easy to understand, even a savage could do it with no problem. Alright, just one more nail, and
then there's lots of add-on packs that you can download as well to make different types of plots, different houses, different industrial plots.
Our ASAM sensor technology offers citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY home design. built using locally sourced materials, and designed via our patented dynamic easy-build roofing software. With Rupke brand ASEM sensors, everyone can have a roof over their head. After all, a warm and dry citizen is a productive citizen.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you barely had to lift a finger. Not too shabby, huh? So now that you've seen what they can do, what do you think? Are ASAM sensors something you might be interested in?
Yes. I'm really interested.
I thought you might be.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
hell yeah.
right now I only have the one sensor on me. However, I can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show you even more stuff you could build with them. Homes are just the start. But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done in return. Alright, here it is. I got me a workshop in a town called Concord. Nice enough place, fairly quiet. Or at least it was. But just recently, I returned from a trade run to find the entire town overrun by raiders. And now I can't get near my workshop. A small group I could deal with, but there's too many for me to take on alone. So I'm gonna need someone to help take them out. So there it is.
And as I
That's
said,
the
you're
job.
able to do this from the very
You help me
beginning
get
of the
rid these
game.
raiders, I'll give you more
So if
ASAPs.
you'd already been to
I'll show
Concord
you how to build even more
and killed the
stuff.
raiders at the
As far as I'm
Museum of
concerned,
Freedom,
raiders are
you
human
have the
filth.
option to tell them that they're already
I just
dead.
hope they've not messed up my workshop too much.
Don't worry.
If you haven't
I'll
been
help
there,
you
he's
deal
going to
with these
ask you to go
raiders.
help
You
him clear it
will?
out.
Oh, that's great. Okay then, let's head to Concord and show those raiders who's boss. Lead on.
And it's time for Raider Girl to go away. Jump into the game.
Oh, hey. I'll be honest, when you said you'd already taken care of the raiders, I had my doubts.
So now once the raiders are
were
cleared, whether
speaking
you've
the
already
truth.
done it, or
All right.
if you go with him and do
You
it,
held up your
he's
side
going to
of the
sit here and
bargain.
wait at his
The
shop
raiders
for
have
you.
been dealt with. Now it's my turn to deliver. If you'd just like to follow me, we'll get you your ASAMs. Welcome to my
It's not a
workshop.
bad looking place.
Or at least what's left the raiders didn't smash.
You own this place?
I suppose I do. I mean, there was no one else here. And it was a good place to set up shop. Well, it was a good place until the raiders showed up. I'll never understand their need to smash and knock stuff over.
Nice place you got here.
Despite the mess they made, it doesn't look like they took anything important,
So much junk
Most of my
sitting
equipment
around,
is
it's
still
hard
here.
to tell.
including your reward. Here, one whole box of ASAMs to do with as you see fit. You earned them.
Oh, there we go.
What are you doing here?
Well, before the raiders showed up, I was doing research on the ASAMs. Despite me being the closest thing in the Commonwealth to an expert, there's still a lot I don't know about them.
Happy to help.
That's not all. If you remember,
know he's a
also promised
stranger,
to show you
but-
more things you could build with ASAM sensors. I'll meet you back at your settlement.
Let's give him a chance.
Don't keep me waiting long now. All right, time to show you what else ASAMs can do. Now, generally speaking, people need a roof over their head, food in their bellies, and a place to be working. We already built a place someone could live. So if you're ready, let's move on to those other two things. I'm going to show you the two other things your ASAMs can build.
Which we need.
Farms where folks can grow their own food, and places where people can work.
Okay, show me.
All right. Place down a
You know
sensor
what? I
again.
have to do a lot
But
of
this
work,
time, we'll use one configured
and he
for food
promised me that I
production.
would have to do very little. We'll ride this out.
Yes?
There's Charlie. Alright, let's
Have
go
you
ahead
seen
and
Diamond
put
City? It's huge.
agricultural plot over here. Looks like a good enough of a spot. Alright, let's just find the menu. Ah, wrong button. There we go. And then you have the wooden foundation, and then the concrete foundation. The concrete foundation is mostly going to keep things a lot more level or be easier to work with, because things will snap together and it'll help keep it in the same elevation. Bingo. Yeah, looks good. Can't have it crooked.
Okay. I'm gonna take on the role of a settler again. Don't worry, I won't subject you to my bad theatrics this time.
Yes! Gone are the days of citizens complaining over those ever-increasing grocery store prices. Thanks to Rutger brand ASAM sensors. Never has it been easier for citizens to grow their own mouth-watering produce. It's so simple, even the wife and kids will want to get their hands dirty. For the finest in homegrown food, look to Rutger brand ASAM sensors.
That song is awesome.
Hey there.
And there we have it. A fine
Thanks,
plot
buddy.
of land ready for cultivation. This from the guy who once underwatered a cactus.
I don't even know.
I like it.
Glad to hear. All right, we've built a home, a farm. Next thing is a place to work. You know, somewhere folks
Kind of
can perform a little
movie
industry.
theater or
Gather scrap,
right
or
to
do
the
a bit of
jobs.
scavenging. That kind of thing. Go ahead. Put down an ASAM that's programmed for that.
Wait, does that look straight? I think that looks straight. You guys think that looks straight? Hold on. I wish you would move. That's okay though. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Junk storage. Alright, settlements can only store so much junk. Industrial spots increase your max storage.
Time for some industrial action. I'm on it.
Working.
Times are tough. There's no bones about
I feel
it.
like the
Even
foreman. I'm just
useful
standing here watching
people
him.
are starting to feel the pinch. But
You're
you
doing
can
good, man.
rely on Rotgo to provide fulfilling employment
Exactly.
alternatives.
Yeah, you're doing great. Keep doing
With
that. I'm gonna
just
hold this
one
clipboard and
anti-dumping
paper and
Rotgo
point
brand
at stuff.
ASAM sensor, citizens need never fear unemployment again. Able to legally gather and store
Maybe get a little bit
useful
more in that
materials,
corner there.
some citizens will wonder how they ever did without a Rotgo industrial unit. Just one more in the long line of technological marvels brought to you by Rotgo brand ASAM sensors.
Well, there we are. All basic necessities covered. Although folks won't be happy with the bare essentials forever. Eventually they will
People
want
are
more.
like that.
So best keep in mind. Now it's up to you what type of ASAMs you put down, but do try and keep in mind what folks in your settlements will be needing.
Oh.
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, hey there, man.
Don't shoot now. I don't mean no harm.
Old Paul?
I hope you don't mind the intrusion.
I love
couldn't
this
help
guy.
but notice all the commotion. What are you two youngins up to here? That is, if you don't mind me asking. Fixing up these buildings, are you? Construction techniques? Using that gadget there? Sounds like Brahmin dung to me. Are you telling me you
He's
made
like the
all
season-hardened
this
wasteland
using
survivor.
that gizmo?
He's like, listen, I've been doing this for 85 years.
That's right.
I
We're
ain't never
rebuilding.
seen none
You
of
say
these
that as
things.
if building stuff is easy.
Hey, here's a suggestion. Why not offer the old-timer residents here? Let them experience the benefits of sensors firsthand. That is, if you'd be interested in staying here.
I'll admit, seeing you two build with those doodads did pique my curiosity. And it might be nice to settle down somewhere for a while. It is getting dangerous out there, especially for a scav past his prime. But, would an old man like me really be welcome here?
I'd welcome the help.
Okay then, you got yourself a deal. Old Paul is at your service. Now, if you'd excuse me a second, I want to check out this here sensor doohickey.
How about that? Your ASAMs have already attracted their first resident. With that, I'd say our exchange of services is complete. Enjoy your ASAMs. I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to the hardware store. Got a lot of important work to be getting on with.
You see, I noticed that there's a whole bunch of new people around here, so I'm thinking it might be best to put down a few more of these here sensor thingamabobs. You know, to make sure everybody's got a home, a place to work, and not to mention enough food.
Yeah, he's got a good point. See, this is why we invited him
That's
to
a
live
good
here.
idea.
Well, I've been known
Knew
to
he
have
was
a
gonna be
decent
good.
idea now and again. These ASAM things seem very impressive, but we can only make use of them if you place them down
Thanks,
for
Captain
us.
Obvious. That the stranger rides back off into the sunset of the Commonwealth. But it's not long
don't
before we
know.
need his help
Then you
once
don't
again.
know that kicking it won't work.
Hey, stop that, please. It can't be good for the sensor.
But it won't work right.
That's no reason to go beating the living daylights out of it.
Well, how do I make it do what I want?
I wish I could tell you, but I really don't know.
Then you don't know that kicking it won't work.
Running low
Paul.
on gas?
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Didn't the
Maybe
stranger
you can
say
talk some
even
sense into the
Neanderthals
young
could figure
lady.
this stuff
Is
out?
something wrong?
It's this sensor thing. I want to build a store, you know, somewhere I could sell stuff, but it won't work.
A store? I don't think the sensors can build those. Can they?
I don't see why not.
You know who would know? That ASAM
It's time for
fella.
the stranger
Maybe you
once
should
again.
go find him. Ask him what else these sensor flibbity gibbets can do.
Why are you asking me? I barely know him.
Well, you are the head honcho, right? And you have spoken to the guy more than anyone else, so I say that makes you the right person for the job.
Oh, hey there. Didn't expect to be seeing you again. Is something up? It's not the ASAMs, is it?
That's why I'm here.
So it is the sensors that bring you here.
I like this guy. He's a good guy.
Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told the others. I know it may seem confusing,
Looks like a good
but
guy.
trust me.
Sounds like a
just
good
stick
guy.
with it. Keep building with them.
He is a
And
good
provide
guy.
your people with proper supervision. Eventually, it'll all make sense.
What else do you have?
What else? Are you saying the sensors aren't enough for you? Well, that's a first. Most people complain ASAMs are too complicated. No one's ever asked for more.
Raiders! Hurry!
Slow down. Take a breath, for God's sake.
Back at the settlement. A whole bunch of them.
I don't know about this Paul guy.
Please. You gotta hurry.
Let's go kick some raider ass.
Come on, get the lead out and move before somebody gets killed. Take one step closer and I shoot.
Easy. I just want to talk.
Talk? Talk! I'm here to do more than talk.
What do you want?
You wasted a whole bunch of us at Concord, so now you're gonna watch some of your people die.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Whoa, wait a second. Let's discuss this.
No more talk. They die.
Oh man. Grenades. Raider down. 2 raiders down. Hey, buddy. Got him.
Damn. That could have gone better. At least
Yeah.
something now.
Could have went a
Say,
little better.
Before we came here, I wanted to ask you something. This maybe isn't the most appropriate time or venue for a chit-chat, but have you got a minute?
Of course. What's up?
Well, this may seem abrupt, but the Commonwealth. By now, I'm sure you've experienced enough to form an opinion about it, so tell me, what do you think of it all?
It seems like people are finally rebuilding.
It's lovely.
And recovering from the nuclear war.
I love it.
Ever
Never,
the optimist, huh?
never a dull
Keep
day.
in mind, it's been over 200 years since that war, and folks are still rebuilding and recovering. Not exactly stellar progress. It's a real mess out here. People living in dirt, barely enough food or clean water, random attacks from raiders, pharaohs, or God forbid, synths. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that way.
Do you really think that's possible?
You've already seen firsthand what ASAMs can do.
Mm-hmm.
What if I were to tell you, we've only scratched the surface, and maybe, if you're willing, we could perhaps do more than
That's
you
good.
ever
What if
imagined.
him and Old Man Paul
I've got plans.
actually
I feel they
duping
go a whole
me,
lot smoother
and they're
if I had
gonna
a reliable
show up
partner to ride shotgun.
and rob me after I build up a
So,
settlement?
What I propose is a partnership.
What exactly do
Oh,
I
he
have
looks
to
so
do?
nice.
I need someone I can trust. Someone who'd be willing to go to bat for me.
Nah.
But mostly,
Stranger would
I
never
just
do
need you
that.
to keep on doing what you've already been doing. building up settlements and kicking ass. From what I've seen so far, you more than fit the bill on the kind of partner I need.
I'm a butt kicker.
All right. I'm in.
Hell yeah! You are not gonna regret this. I suppose a proper introduction is in order. Name's Jake. Jake Evans. And it's a pleasure to be working with you.
Well, thanks, Jake.
Thanks.
Jake
You
from
too.
Concord.
All right. With the formalities out of the way, let me answer a query of yours. Earlier, you showed an interest in getting more out of ASAMs.
Uh-huh.
Now, if that's something you really are serious about, then I know where to find the equipment we'd need. However, there is a small problem.
Let me guess. Raiders again?
Sharp as a tack. You're right, of course. It's our old friend, Raiders. The place with the ASAM equipment has been claimed by a Raider gang. Really dug their heels in. And they're not open to doing trade. But I reckon together we could break into the little base and grab what we need. However, we would be in for a tough fight. So, you think you'd be up for that? Taking on a Raider stronghold?
I don't know. This sounds dangerous.
Well, yeah.
Like, wait, that's not in the
we'd
script.
be taking
We're
on
supposed to do
cammed
it, man.
up psychopaths with a passion
supposed
for
to go.
evisceration. Dangerous ain't the word.
Yeah, we'll do it.
That's why I want to make sure you feel up to this.
Don't worry. I'll help you deal with these raiders.
Well, all right.
Alright, so we are outside of Olivia, and it looks like there's a gunner patrol here. Oh yeah, there is. So I think we're going to call it here. We are right across the street from Olivia. And it looks like we have a group of some robots. There's probably, it looks like there's about 6 of them out there. And they definitely have at least one legendary robot there. So we're going to go ahead and call it right here. I'll go ahead and finish this up. We'll be getting into Olivia. We'll find the stash that's out here. Then we'll go in and find the rest of the ASAM sensors. So, oh, there they go. There they go. Thank you all for joining us. Signing out from the Commonwealth.